We're good now. Thanks. In the top stories, the International Monetary Fund rates the St. Kitts and Nevis economy as solid following its latest assessment. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew tours the JNF General Hospital to receive the final project report on the MRI installation. And the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit highlights efforts to strengthen connections with nationals living abroad. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the fete. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
It's that time again. Kittition Superstar is back, and we are looking for our 2026 contestants. This year, there are more prizes and more surprises. If you think you've got what it takes to be our next superstar, just upload a video of yourself performing any song to your social media with the hashtag KSS2026, or you can WhatsApp that video to 668-4647. That's 668-4647. Submissions are open right now.
Welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Jamie Morris. St. Kitts and Nevis' fiscal position remains solid after the first 6 months of 2026. Speaking following the post-cabinet meeting on July 27th, Cabinet Secretary Dr. Marcus Nattis said a briefing from the International Monetary Fund indicated that the economy remains solid despite decreased revenue from the Citizenship by Investment program.
The Cabinet received a presentation from the International Monetary Fund on its half-year assessment of the economy of St. Kitts and Nevis, led by Mr. Jong Soon Shin, economist and deputy chief of division at the IMF. The overall assessment found that the Federation's fiscal position remains solid overall, even amid lower citizenship by investment revenue. Tax revenue has held in line with prior years, and current expenditure, including payroll, goods and services, and transfer, has stayed well contained, despite recent oil price shocks and associated policy support measures.
However, the IMF pointed out areas of vulnerabilities that needed attention.
The IMF identified emerging vulnerabilities, including contingent liabilities linked to the Social Security Board and public enterprises such as the Development Bank, compounded by potential spillovers from ongoing geopolitical tensions. The IMF's overarching message to Cabinet was that fiscal consolidation is essential to stabilize debt, we build fiscal buffers and reduce these vulnerabilities and risks going forward.
In other news, Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Dr. Terence Drew, toured the Joseph and French General Hospital. Dr. Drew, who is also the Minister of Health, was able to get a final report on the installation of the MRI machine and other related services at the hospital. The milestone marked a major step in strengthening diagnostic capacity, along with ensuring citizens have access to modern, high-quality healthcare in the Federation. Also in local news, the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit, also known as the RIDU, is highlighting its continued work to strengthen ties between St. Kitts and Nevis and its global diaspora community. During the latest edition of In Focus, officials spoke about the role of the unit, the Diaspora Heritage Emergence Program, and efforts to engage younger generations abroad. The RIDU serves as a point of connection for the government of St. Kitts and Nevis, regional organizations, and nationals living overseas. Diaspora Ambassador Her Excellency Dr. Christine Walwyn explained that the unit works to keep nationals abroad informed through initiatives such as the Diaspora Digest, a quarterly publication highlighting developments at home and activities within diaspora communities.
Well, the Diaspora Digest, as we dub it, it's a quarterly newsletter that we publish. And we try to highlight, every quarter we try to highlight an individual in the diaspora that's making significant stride in whatever fields that they may be in, renewable energy, a doctor, anything that we see is significant to St. Kitts and Nevis. We also take that opportunity to highlight projects that are presently ongoing in St. Kitts and Nevis. We have a theme every quarter. So if we have a theme, say sustainable energy, we will highlight the projects that the government are presently undertaking to promote sustainable energy. Also, we take that digest to promote our partners. RIDU has a strong base with the corporate world. They assist us greatly in a lot of our undertakings. So in the digest, we are able to put their logos in, their offerings, what it is they're offering to persons in and outside of St. Kitts and Nevis. We also take the opportunity to highlight activities that are going on in the different countries that our diaspora lives in, like in New York. If there's a picnic happening by a certain association, we would post a flyer. If there's a dance, if there's anything of significance that persons in those specific areas want to know about, it's in the digest. We also have a listing of all the diaspora associations from the US to Canada, the Caribbean, the UK. They're all posted there with their contact information. So the digest is virtually a link for all persons in the diaspora to St. Kitts and Nevis. You know, we highlight persons, we highlight the country, we highlight investments. You know, it's a plethora of information.
Officials also spoke about the importance of direct engagement with diaspora communities through town hall meetings and other outreach activities. The unit currently has more than 30 registered diaspora organizations across North America, the Caribbean, Europe, and other parts of the world. These organizations continue to support development efforts in St. Kitts and Nevis through various initiatives, including contributions to local community groups and national programs.
A lot of the association, of course, focusing on getting the people of St. Kitts and Nevis together, but also making commitment to back home. So we see that there's the St. Kitts and Nevis Association in Toronto, for example. Last year they were focused on getting money to send to the cancer associations here. I think this year they're doing on diabetes. So their gala this year for independence will be focused on raising funds to send to the Diabetic Association here in St. Kitts and Nevis. There's some organizations in New York who's committed directly to sourcing supplies and equipment to different organizations like the Diabetic Association. I know they receive a lot. There's associations in the UK who constantly send directly to the children's home. So they have main focus. And they actually exist to help back home.
A major focus of the unit's work is engaging younger members of the diaspora to ensure the continuity of these connections. The Diaspora Heritage Emergence Program was recently held from July 18th to July 25th, bringing together 20 young people of St. Kitts and Nevis descent to learn more about their heritage, culture, and governance system.
The reason for the program was not necessarily just to bring youth here to St. Kitts, to give them education and enjoyable time, but looking forward, looking in the future for the organization. That's why I keep tying it back to the organizations, because the organization exists right now to keep the people of St. Kitts and Nevis together, to send information back home, etc. But we need to understand that when they move on, what happens? Who's going to take up the slack? Is the organization just going to go dormant because there's no one there who remember what St. Kitts and Nevis is like, etc.? So hence the program, we were trying to get some new ambassadors.
The program included exposure to both St. Kitts and Nevis as participants engaged with government officials, community leaders, and cultural stakeholders. The RIDU says the initiative is part of long-term efforts to build stronger connections with the next generation of nationals living abroad. Officials say the continued engagement of the diaspora remains an important part of national development and the preservation of St. Kitts and Nevis cultural identity around the world. After the break, a young coder has hosted a STEAM camp to introduce children to coding and technology, and a man is sentenced for wounding with intent to murder. We'll have the details in a moment.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Here are your Horsford's Value Mart IGA Blue Tag specials.
Running July 23rd to August 5th.
Essential everyday barbecue sauces are just $7.99. Langer's cranberry juices, $11.99. IGA or essential everyday frozen waffles, $11.99. Kellogg's Special K cereals, $19.99. Juicy Juice box juices, $13.99. Arm & Hammer liquid laundry detergent, $39.99.
And now our value deals. Nature Valley granola bars, $12.99. Quaker Oat regular and quick, $19.99. Act 2 microwave popcorn, $7.99. Wishbone salad dressing, $12.99. Essential everyday dish detergent, $8.99. The Colgate toothbrush, $4.99. Shop smart, shop value mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Hey, shop smart, shop value mart.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice, nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. The National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank Life is nice, nice, nice.
Welcome back. A young St. Kitts and Nevis coder, Zen Armani, is helping to inspire the next generation of technology leaders through a 2-day coding camp. The initiative introduced children to coding through creative projects and hands-on learning. Zy Hendrickson has more.
25 young people participated in a 2-day coding camp aimed at making technology more accessible as well as engaging. The camp was organized by Zen Armani, who said the initiative created to show children that coding can be both educational as well as fun.
I started this camp because I just wanted to introduce coding to kids, but in a fun and creative way, a way that they'd understand, because a lot of times it's seen in a way that's boring. So I decided I was going to fund laptops, ask family members, friends, everything, all the above, for money, and told them why, I gave them a cause, and I was able to fund 10 laptops to do this coding camp.
During the camp, students were introduced to coding platforms, including Scratch and Code.org, where they learned the basics of programming and developed their own digital projects. One of the activities saw participants create a simple version of the popular Flappy Bird game, using coding concepts to control movement and gameplay. Armani said the game was chosen because of its simplicity and because it provided an easy entry point for young learners to understand coding.
And I thought it would be perfect for smaller age kids, because it's a simple game. It's just, up and down, dodging the pipes. Even though we did the simpler version of it, which is just up and down, and then 2 kids, I was able to add the gravity aspect. But mostly I chose it because I liked it as a kid, and it was just a simple game everyone could learn.
The camp was also held in collaboration with iSTEAM, the Institute of STEAM Education, Arts and Sciences. Founder and Executive Director Clelia Davis says the partnership will help build on skills introduced during the camp.
When it comes to the Zen's Way coding camp, actually Zen is my little cousin, and he's quite a genius. And so he came up with this passion project of wanting to give back to St. Kitts and Nevis youth through technology and innovation. And so that is how this camp was birthed. And so through that collaboration, we were able to assist with the logistical, operational, human resource management from iSTEAM. And then that afforded us the opportunity to get some sponsorships from Zen and Zen's Way through the donation of 10 laptops, which is now going to be pivotal in the launch of our technology program.
The 10 laptops provided through the initiative will continue to support future technology programs at iSTEAM. Armani says he plans to continue following the students' progress and their interest in coding after the camp.
Yes, I do, actually. I'm very willing to I got to know a lot of the kids personally, and I talked to them. I talked to them about games that we shared and experiences with, and I'd like to know their coding experience in the future too.
Organizers say the 2-day camp provided students with an introduction to coding, whilst encouraging them to explore technology, innovation, and future career opportunities in the digital space. They hope to build on the success of this initial camp with future technology-based programs for young people across St. Kitts and Nevis. Zy Hendrickson, ZIZ News.
Also in local news, Kajari rebel Henry of Hermitage Village, Keon, St. Kitts, has been sentenced to prison for the offense of wounding with intent to murder committed on May 14, 2024. Henry pleaded guilty to the offense on May 22, 2026, and was sentenced on July 24, 2026, to serve 13 years in His Majesty's prison. Additionally, he was ordered to enroll in 4 CXC subjects while serving his sentence and to pay 6,500 EC dollars in compensation within 12 months of being released from prison. Henry's sentence was handed down by His Lordship Justice Patrick Thompson Jr. at the High Court in Bastille, St. Kitts. Coming up in regional news, American Airlines is resuming daily flights between Miami and Cap Haitien, restoring direct air connections with Haiti. And the Inter-American Development Bank Group is providing support for Venezuela's earthquake recovery efforts. The details after this.
This is not your ordinary furniture and appliance sale. This is cash back magic at SL Horseford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store.
Cash back magic is here.
Right now. Get style, more value, and more than you expected. Shop beautiful Ashley living rooms, dream bedroom sets, luxury dining collections, washers, refrigerators, stoves, and so much more. Plus, every hire purchase gets you free groceries, special cashback rewards, and unbelievable in-store savings. Why settle for ordinary when you can take home more? Furniture, appliances, cashback rewards, and free groceries. Visit SL Horsford's Furniture and Appliances and Ashley Furniture Home Store today. Cashback magic. More style, more comfort, more savings. More than you ever expected. More value. Savings! More than you expected.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip. With Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
It's that time again. Kittitian Superstar is back, and we are looking for our 2026 contestants. This year, there are more prizes and more surprises. If you think you've got what it takes to be our next superstar, just upload a video of yourself performing any song to your social media with the hashtag KSS2026. Or you can WhatsApp that video to 668-4647. That's 668-4647. Submissions are open right now.
Time now for regional news. American Airlines is set to resume daily nonstop flights between Miami and Cap Haitien, Haiti, beginning November 1st, 2026. The service will operate on Boeing 737 MAX 8 aircraft, providing a direct connection between South Florida and northern Haiti. The flights are expected to improve travel options for members of the Haitian diaspora and strengthen international access to Cap Haitien. The move marks the return of scheduled service by a U.S. airline to Haiti and is being seen as a boost to the country's air connectivity and tourism potential. The Inter-American Development Bank Group is providing more than $1.1 million in grant support to Venezuela following last month's earthquakes. The funding will assist with immediate humanitarian needs and support assessments of damage and losses caused by the disaster. The IDB Group says the earthquakes highlight the importance of strengthening infrastructure resilience and preparedness to ensure essential services can continue during emergencies. The organization also announced additional development initiatives across Latin America and the Caribbean, including a $7.5 billion support package for Ecuador over the next 5 years. Coming up in international news, Wales declares a nationwide drought as dry conditions impact rivers, wildlife, and farming. And a drone attack sparks fire on 2 gas ships at an Egyptian Mediterranean port. We'll have the details after this.
Trust in NCI, come to NCI, protect with NCI, only NCI. NCI. Come to NCI. Protect with NCI. Only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always.
Welcome back. Wales has declared a nationwide drought after sustained high temperatures and limited rainfall caused conditions across the country to continue deteriorating. Natural Resources Wales says record low river levels, dry soil, wildfires, and growing pressures on wildlife, farming, and forestry contributed to the decision. The environment body says Wales has received just 8% of its long-term average rainfall for July, with many rivers now at exceptionally low levels. The drought declaration will trigger additional monitoring of rivers and provide stronger guidance to the public on water use. Authorities say there is currently no threat to water supplies for homes and businesses, but residents are being urged to use water wisely as dry conditions continue. A drone attack has sparked fire on 2 liquefied natural gas vessels at Egypt's Mediterranean port of Damietta. Egypt's cabinet says the incident damaged a U.S.-owned floating storage and regasification vessel before the fire spread to a Greek-owned LNG tanker. No casualties were reported, and authorities say the fire has been extinguished, with the port continuing to operate. Officials have not identified who carried out the attack, but the incident comes amid escalating tensions in the Middle East involving the United States, Iran, and Iran-aligned groups. The attack also comes hours after the United States and Saudi Arabia conducted airstrikes against Iran-backed groups in Iraq. Up next in sports, the world bids a final goodbye to Sir Garfield Sobers as Clive Lloyd remembers him as the greatest cricketer of all time. And UEFA is threatening to boycott FIFA if proposed new plans are approved. Stay tuned.
Trust in NCI. Come to NCI. Protect with NCI. Only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Life challenges will come your way, but NCI brightens your day. Through your life's journey, we're here to stay. NCI will protect you all the way. Whole life, term life for your peace. Healthcare, health plans, no worries. Home shield coverage, you're safe. Choose NCI to secure your space. Trust in NCI. Come to NCI. Protect with NCI. Only NCI. Always here for you, always. NCI is here for you, always.
Sir Garfield Sobers was called the greatest all-round cricketer the world has ever known by former teammate Sir Clive Lloyd at the legendary West Indies player's state funeral in Barbados. Lloyd described all-rounder Sobers, who died at the age of 89 on July 17th, as, quote, a man who lived in the hearts and minds of Caribbean people and who became a source of inspiration to millions throughout the world, end quote. An entertaining left-handed batter and bowler of seam and spin, Sobers played 93 tests between 1954 and 1974, scoring 8,032 runs and taking 235 wickets. The funeral was staged at the Kensington Oval in Bridgetown, the principal ground in Barbados, and home to a pavilion named after Sobers. Lloyd and fellow West Indies legends Brian Lara and Desmond Haynes were among those who spoke at the state service of Thanksgiving, which was also attended by Barbados President Jeffrey Bostic, Prime Minister Mia Mottley, and Barbadian music superstar Rihanna. West Indies Test captain Roston Chase, who comes from Barbados, Vice captain Jomel Warrican, and the current side's Barbadian players were also in attendance, having completed a Test victory over Pakistan on Monday, winning by 90 runs inside 4 days in Trinidad. In other sporting news, European football's 55 member associations have voted to boycott World Cups if the sport's governing body proceeds with a plan to sell stakes in its competitions to private investors. The decision was made at an emergency meeting called to discuss the proposals announced earlier this week by FIFA, which oversees world football. UEFA, which governs European football, had already made its opposition clear by releasing 2 damning statements, and that strength of feeling has been reaffirmed. The boycott would cover all FIFA competitions, including the Men's and Women's World Cups and Club World Cup, and be triggered if FIFA President Gianni Infantino's proposals are voted through by member associations. The first time the stance will be tested at a senior tournament is October, when the Women's World Cup playoffs are due to be held. When we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Here's a recap of the top stories. The International Monetary Fund rates the St. Kitts and Nevis economy as solid following its latest assessment. Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew tours the Joseph and France General Hospital to receive the final project report on the MRI installation. And the Regional Integration and Diaspora Unit highlights efforts to strengthen connections with nationals living abroad. That brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you for joining us. I am Jamie Morris.